call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington Huskies offense will come out first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. Your quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean,
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The throw. Fires to the big fella. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at the 48. Dropping back, it's Sayin. That's caught. It's Graham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass on second down. Sets up the screen. Still running at the 35. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right.
Oh, he's got some space.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. On the move at the 30. Hits a seam wide open. He's loose. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll try. One more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive and gashing them on the set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a lot of room there, give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man, it's Sayed. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a crease. It's Coleman. Wide open spaces. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. That's reeled in. It's Boston. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Williams looking for a man. Escapes trouble. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is a guy that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. After that last run, he's already now got 100 yards rushing.
Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Rides to back and leaves it. Moving past the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got his man across the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action.
All out of space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback. right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. 221 wing. Looking for room. It's Coleman. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to throw it, Sayin. The running back made the catch, but that was only part of the equation. He was out of bounds. It's incomplete. 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Turns it loose deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to take a shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your...
Trying to beat the D deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. Runs through a tackle. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it. Wants to throw on third.
Lets it go. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here, too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're...
And here's the third interception of the night. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception and getting in the end zone and showing off why defensive line is the most athletic position on the field.
And he puts through the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for space, it's Coleman. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop in 4 yards short of the marker. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Pretty solid cover. And they'll stop him at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well stick with it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Williams will pass. It's complete to the right. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's...
Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball. Down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They just keep firing. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Washington!
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Back to throw. It's Sayin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 8 over Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Lots of running room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? The Buckeyes will have a first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Hand off from the shotgun. Sweet cut there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Graham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5. 3rd.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The give to the single back. Got the first down and more. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Williams will pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just... get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Just a short pass to the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Snap from the gun on third down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Punt is in the air. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To throw, it's Sayin. On the run, fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The play action fake. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lawson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Williams looking for a man. It's caught. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his second catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they need.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Finds his man. It's Boston. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to get it through the air. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Going for it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. One more play to pad the stats. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can beat